EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Stroud sets up the play action. That one complete. It's tamped down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Texans had 5 and 9 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Another one caught by Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and 9.
Oh, Eric. 18. Hey, south.
Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Gino. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. He'll buy some time right. That's to Bowers once again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
53. Ready. No ball.
Now Smith. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Stroud. This is intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. That's some good, hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Pass complete right side to Bowers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Geno now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Texans 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here we go, let's go.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They'll try to run for it with Genty, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Texans 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
All right. Tony.
From the gun again to Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Swap. Another swap.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Look the hot, look the hot. 18, what's that?
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, it's Genty. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
Now Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty from 8 yards out. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing now is Stroud. Down the field, he's got Noel. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What's 18, what's that?
Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Stroud looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, uno. Here we go.
Again, it's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Taking a shot for Dell here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Jeremy Chin picks it off. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
90%.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Derek Stingley, he got there in a hurry, and he earns the TFL.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Dante Thornton,
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Smith. Past the 20. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers,
40 yards.
and the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. That is caught by Dell.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because
Nico Collins
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to claw one back.
He has gets his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might